Hey guys and girls, my name's TheGamingTech. Welcome on into the channel. We're looking at some more 3D printing stuff here, and what I'm wanting to look at today is I'm wanting to print off a spool holder. Now obviously I've been using a lot of the Bamboo Lab filament, and it's absolutely fantastic filament, and I was wanting to keep using that because obviously it's probably best suited to the machine, whatever, but it's hard getting hold of. As far as I can see, it's not available on Amazon, so I've got to get it direct, and it's like 3 or 4 days depending on the filament, which is a bit of a pest. It could certainly hold some projects up. So what I've done is I've actually gotten some Elagoo filament from Amazon, because I can get that next day, just normal PLA. I've been usually getting the PLA matte, so I quite like the matte finish. Yeah, I quite like the matte finish. So what we're wanting to do is we're wanting to see if we can print some spools, because apparently there's issues with the Elagoo filament holders are made of cardboard, and yeah, we don't want the cardboard fibers breaking up into the AMS unit, and that could cause some issues. So what we're going to do is print off some spools, and we'll have a look at them. Okay, so we are on the Bamboo Lab program. We're on the Maker World, and what I've just done is I've just typed in spool, and it's brought up a whole load of different spools. You can have the ones that are completely standard, just replacement spools, but I was looking at a couple of others. There's some that reduce the amount of filament getting used, and what I found was this one here. So this one is actually a pretty good looking one. It's using a hex pattern, and it's using 28% less material, so it's certainly looking pretty good there. So what we'll do is we'll go for this one. Yeah, we'll do this one here, doing it without the sticker, so it's just a plain spool. What we need to do to pair the machine. Do yellow. Change it to yellow. I think the yellow looks pretty good for the colour of the spool, and it'll certainly stand out from the other ones. So let's slice this up. What I'll do, as per usual, I'll do the time lapses, and I'll have the amount of filament and print times. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Okay, so we have printed our 2 parts of the spool. Very simple. And the good thing is, it's pretty much similar to the Bamboo Lab spools that you get with a lot of the filament. Obviously you can get refills. But yeah, they just lock together and they work really well. It's even got the little notch there that lets us line up the spool. Now the reason I've printed these, because obviously I've got the Bamboo Lab filaments, is I'm wanting to use non-Bamboo Lab stuff. We have been using some Elagoo filament, and the trouble with the Elagoo filament is it comes in cardboard reels. Now apparently, I've not used it in the AMS, but apparently prolonged use in the AMS, it's putting like particles, say, cardboard into the AMS and causing problems, whether it's with the filament head or the AMS itself. So what we want to do is we want to open this up and we want to swap, if we can, the reel from one to the other. What could possibly go wrong? So obviously we've got black matte filament. We want to put it on this spool. So let's separate this again. Now obviously we're going to start, in fact, is there a way of marking this? I know where to line up from. I suppose it's pretty straightforward. I've got a pen. Yes, I do. Let's see if I can just mark in here. It's more for me than anything else. For lining up initially, I don't know if you can see that in there. I've got 2 paint marks in there. So obviously that's it, where it goes together and then locks. So I've got a rough idea where to put the 2 halves together. Obviously we're not going to put it onto this part first, we're going to go onto this one, which has that notch right there. So we need to find that notch on this filament. Unfortunately, I'm not able to see it through the hole, so we're just going to have to take a leap of faith, I think. What we're going to do, carefully bend this up. No going back now. Try not to disturb the filament too much. Take this center core out. Oh my word, that's tight. Oh, there we go. And it's going to be 50-50 on whether we've got the right end or not. Oh, I think we have. I think that's it right there. Let's just get some of this off. Obviously the last thing we want is that to unspool itself. Right, so that's got to roughly line up about there-ish. So carefully put you down. Make sure it's located. It's not wanting to rotate, so that's a good sign. Right, so we can flip this over. Now what we do need to do, obviously I need to keep it together. Need to undo the end of the filament. Maybe want to pop it into one of the holes. Let's just trim that now. But you can't see what I'm doing. Right. So I've trimmed that, and I'm going to actually place it into one of the holes just to try and keep it in place. And then we want to do the same as what we've done for the other side, but carefully peel this off. Again, trying to keep the spool ready as possible. Take that part off as well. Now, this is what I don't like about the Elagoo ones. See, it's got this coming through a little slot, and it's not very clear. So essentially that is like glued onto there. I'm hoping don't know what we can do with that. I wonder if I can maybe poke a well, there is like a little channel there. We'll try a little dab of glue. On that. Get that set in there for a minute. Because I've seen it even with the Bamboo Lab one, when it comes close to the end, the actual end of the filament is actually just taped to the spool. And 9 times out of 10 that bit of tape comes undone when it gets close to the end. And then you've got to fiddle about and get that fixed out. So I'll put a little bit of glue there. Hopefully that's going to do something. I'll make sure. Hopefully that'll stay there. And then we need to rotate it to see where our pen mark is. So I can see it anyway. So the pen mark's just in there. Obviously I'm going to line up this one roughly with it. That's it locked in, I think. Yep, that's it locked in. So there we go. We've now got a Elagoo spool that's now plastic. So, and the good thing is, obviously you can reuse them. That's the beauty of it. Now, I don't know if I can get this, see if I can get this sticker off. I can get that sticker off. Might be able to reuse it. Obviously we know it's black, but it's got the fact that it's matte on it, and it also gives us temperature ranges as well. Come on. Wow, I'm actually surprised that came off. What I'll do is I'll put it on this side. Just stick it to that. And then we know where it is. So that's essentially ready to go into the AMS unit. Yeah, nice and straightforward. So hopefully you've enjoyed that. Pretty straightforward. Seems to work quite well. The most difficult part is obviously getting these off without letting everything spring everywhere. And hopefully I'll not have any issues with it. Like I say, even with the Bamboo Lab stuff, it does sort of come undone as it gets to the end. So we'll see how this goes. In future prints, it'll probably be ages before I get through that stuff, so we'll see how it goes. Obviously, if you've liked the video, please do hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell. As always, I'll leave a link on the left hand side for this series, as well as another video of interest. As per always, thank you very much for watching. Really do appreciate it. So hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye for now.